Hey everyone, I have a book review for you that I could not wait to do. For those of you that aren't familiar with my book reviews, I don't do spoilers. I never ever will, ever, unless I can't help it. And in this particular case, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to talk about my thoughts and just kind of give you a vague picture of the book because I want you to read it for yourself. And I know that a lot of times, even though a lot of YouTubers say, hey, click away from here because we're going into the spoilery section, a lot of you guys don't click away because you just want to know what happened and you cheat. So I ain't going to help you cheat. The book I want to talk about is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I read this bad boy in 2 weeks because I started reading it on June 27th and I finished it yesterday, which was the 5th of July. The reason why it took me so long to read it is I was really just tired, you know, and I had a lot of things happening, rehearsals and trips, places and all that kind of stuff. So, but I finally finished it last night at 11:30 at night. You guys, if I weren't busy these past 2 weeks, I would have probably finished this in a day or two. This book was amazing. It was such a page turner. It grabbed you right away and took off with you in the passenger seat. So you needed to have buckled up and braced yourself because this book was amazing. And I'm going to put it down because I'm tired of holding it. The main character, Cassie, basically the story is about an alien invasion. The aliens are coming to rid the planet of humans and whatnot. And Cassie is the main character, so she's going through all of that. We're going all of that through her eyes, or so we think. And the reason why I'll tell you why I say that in a second. So it's Cassie, her mom, her dad, and her brother Sammy, or Sam's. And they are basically trying to survive this whole, or figure out a way to survive this whole alien thing. There's 5 waves. So the first wave is what's called lights out. The second wave is what's called surfed up. The third wave is pestilence. And then the fourth wave is silencer. So pretty much the book is taking you through all 4 of those waves. And then of course there's a 5th wave, and we don't know what that wave is yet. We know by the end of the book, of course, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. The first wave, lights out, obvious, self-explanatory, lights out. The lights go out, it's pitch black, and pretty much each level of worldly consciousness almost is getting shut down. So anything from power, and electricity to all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of explosions in this book. Rick Yancey has an affinity for explosions. The survivors of the fittest is really what it breaks down to. The weakest will automatically die off because they can't survive various waves, and then, you know, the strongest will survive until the very end. Basically, the aliens are coming to just get rid of everyone, just take over the world for itself, take over the earth. A lot of stuff happens to where Cassie ends up on her own for a little bit. And she meets this guy named Evan, who is my favorite character of the book. I love Evan. There was so much about Evan. Did I say Kevin? There was so much about Evan that was just beautiful to see. There was so much character development in him, in Cassie, in Sammy, and then there's another character by the name of Ben, and there are a lot of background characters that were so perfect and complemented each of the main characters that I became so involved with each one of those characters that I found myself getting pissed off when they did something I didn't like, or I was really happy that they did something, or really sad that something happened to them, or that they said something or did something. I was so emotionally invested in these characters that I didn't even know what to do with myself when some of them disappeared or died or whatnot. It was just so genius how Rick Yancey sculpted this body of work, who thinks of these concepts where this kind of thing happens? And it's so funny because for me, the correlation between the alien invasion is very, very symbolic of government, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I definitely saw a correlation between the aliens and the government. And so that was really, really interesting. Evan, all I have to say, teaser, keep your eye on Evan. Just keep your eye on Evan, because you learn something about everything, and it comes from Evan. And I love that. I love that. I love the way his character went. Now we do know, or I don't know if you know, but I'm telling you, that there is going to be another book after this one. And whenever I know that before I finish a book, I'm like, crap, this book is, Fifth Wave is going to end in a place that I'm not comfortable with. I'm going to be pissed that it ended in a place that I'm not happy with. But it didn't. It concluded nicely. It concluded in a place where I'm satisfied for now. I'm satisfied for now. I feel like one story arc has ended and another one could begin. But I also think that there's room, Rick Yancey left enough space for the first arc to be reopened. I definitely see that. Cassie as a character, it's so funny. I was so engrossed in all the other characters that sometimes I would forget about Cassie, because not to say that she was boring, because she was not, but I was so engrossed in Ben, and so engrossed in Sammy even, and so engrossed in Evan. You guys, I just love Evan, that I would forget that Cassie was even there. Well, not really. She'd be in the background for me for a little bit. But see, here's the thing that I didn't know about the book. I thought we would get the entire book through Cassie's eyes, and see, this is what I was alluding to earlier. But the book is in Cassie's eyes, it's in Evan's eyes, it's in Ben's eyes. I think that's it. Something like that, yeah. It's in different perspectives because Cassie, Evan, and Ben represent three different sides of the arc, three different sides of the plot of what's going on in the story. So you get Cassie's perspective, you get Ben's perspective, and you get Evan's perspective, and they're crucial. Each perspective is very, very crucial. And then you get to see, as the story plot goes out, you get to see all of that unfold, and you get to see it all come together. So I definitely recommend The Fifth Wave. If you want a more in-depth review, a more spoilery review, comment down below, click that like button and subscribe. I am just not a fan of spoiling books. I'm not. Just know that I gave this book a 5 out of 5. It is seriously one of the best reads of my 2013. I cannot wait for the next book, which according to Rick Yancey is going to come out in summer of 2014, so a year from now. I don't want to wait that long. But yeah, go pick up this book, you guys. The Fifth Wave, Rick Yancey, excellent, excellent read. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, make sure you comment down below, click that like button, and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.